We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Back up, I'm just switching my craft up. If you ain't got the substance, it's a must that you get passed up. Back up, gotta tell you that your math sucks. Rapping about the cash you do not have doesn't add up. Stop it, I'm not concerned about your profit. I'm gonna hit the booth, tell the truth, give them something to rock with. I'm pinning our story, the beginning of glory. If you feel it like I feel it, put your hands up to the ceiling and witness the realest. We are who we are, we will live through these doors, and we'll come back stronger than just remember one thing. We are who we are, and this is me, homie, like it or not. So no matter what it takes, I'ma fight for my spot. I grasp the essence of rap, and I'm taking it far. Yo, it really ain't hard to spot me. You can watch me, I'm just raising the bar. D to the I, SC reppin', C to the IES, no question. Blessed with the intellect, right to be respect. That's should have been the best, but nevertheless, some people think I'm crazy and it just won't last. Well, I would rather walk down that psychopath. So please excuse this intrusion, but I choose bliss. I'm just a nuisance abusing my kung fu grip. You gotta hold on to hope, even if they complain, cause your dreams are your dreams. There's no reason to change. I'm just saying, we are who we are. We will live through these doors, and we'll come back stronger than just remember one thing. We are who we are, and this is me, homie, like it or not. So no matter what it takes, I'ma fight for my spot. I grasp the essence of rap, and I'm taking it far. Yo, it really ain't hard to spot me. You can watch me, I'm just raising the bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here on the ECW Network to NXT. This is Brian Cole. Alec Tanay has the night off. I'm being joined by an old friend who we haven't seen since Royal Rumble last year. Christian Edwards, how are you doing here tonight?
It feels great to be back behind the commentary table for ECW. More importantly, ECW-NXT. Brian, why don't you go ahead and tell them what we have planned for tonight?
Guys, we have a huge first-time ever main event. Eric Silva, the new #1 contender for Matt Black and the NXT Championship, takes on the last man who challenged Matt Black, Anthony Adams, the infamous one. Christian, these two have teamed up before, but we have not seen them in singles competition. We know Anthony Adams has been frustrated. He's down since losing the chance to face Matt Black a third time. Eric Silva is on fire right now. This is going to be a collision.
I'll say it here and I'll say it over and over again. I believe this is Eric Silva's time. 2018 is the year that kid is going to rise. But let's talk about another match on the card right here. Dallas Chandler, who made a surprising return, is going to take on Pat Bastard here one-on-one. Pat Bastard, who, you know, has been having a little bit of an identity crisis as of lately. But Dallas Chandler, this is another chance for him to showcase what ECW's missed out on.
The Dallas Chandler just made a shocking return to TakeOver. Man who came in a little bit rocky at the start, but people have been talking about him ever since, dispatching Saeed this first match officially. And tonight he's going to try to run through Pat Bastard in similar fashion. Of course, Walter Scott got his look at the field of Money in the Bank 3. We know he's the only NXT representative. This is what he had to say following Raw this week on Twitter. He's ready to knock out people. I gotta say, I like this new ring to himself. The knockout artist is what he's calling himself. He's gonna be one to keep an eye on in that Money in the Bank 5 match.
Let's hopefully Walter Scott can go ahead and make do with every single promise that he makes. He's going to knock out 5 people with his great Scott elbow. Let's see if he can back that up at Money in the Bank.
Folks, like I said, we have a huge card here in front of you tonight. A lot of things to get ready for. I'm being told I think that Walter is got something prepared here for the ECW fans, and there's your hardcore champion making his way down right now.
Receiving the adoration of these fans here, Walter Scott is on top of the world here in NXT.
Well, Walter Scott let's say he's been having a breakout year, over a couple of years now. He showed up late last year here in ECW, taking the belt Shawn Nice at WrestleMania. Huge defense at TakeOver, now into Money in the Bank. You know he's going to be talking a lot of trash here tonight following the defeat of Matt Black last year.
Let's see what Walter has to say here.
ECW Universe. It's your face of NXT and current hardcore champion here, and I know you all know why I'm out here. You see, last week I became the first entrant into the Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank 3. I was unaware of who I would be stepping into that ring with up until Raw earlier this week, and now I know the 5 men who will be vying for the same prize I am, vying for the chance to become a potential ECW World Heavyweight Champion in the face of ECW. I scouted those 5 men very well over the course of my career here. Some of these men I've dreamed of stepping in between those ropes with, and some I have followed throughout their careers outside of ECW. But the fact remains about all of the men who will be included in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ritalin, Caleb Blair, Jeremy McGlasson, Ed Gucci, AJ Hawks. I know I am the one you guys see as the one who is easy pickings. I know I'm the underdog, being that I'm the sole man from NXT. But don't you ever think for a second a Great Scott Evil isn't cocked, locked, and ready to rock for all of you. Go ask Sean Nice what it's like to step in that ring with me when a ladder is involved. Go ask Matt Black what it's like to be hit with the Great Scott Elbow. The fact remains, come Money in the Bank 3, I'm winning that Money in the Bank briefcase, and then I will start my rise, my climb to becoming ECW World Heavyweight Champion. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. While I am only in NXT, trust me, I can easily knock any one of you out with just one Great Scott Elbow.
There you have it, Christian. Walter Scott sounding ultra confident here.
I really don't see if Walter can actually, I don't know if he can really back this up. He says he's cocked, locked, ready to rock here against the 5 other men. But those 5 other men are all main event caliber superstars. Walter Scott's definitely going to be walking into that match the dark horse.
Folks, welcome back to NXT here.
That was by far the best thing I've ever seen. That was just award worthy. Like it was like 5 stars. Like it was just remarkable. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, if you're just now joining us, Dallas Chandler is making his way down the ring. We have confirmation, like the words out of my mouth here, Christian. Aussie Andy is debuting soon in NXT.
Who the hell is Aussie Andy? What are you talking about? I was looking at the Cliff Notes version of The Shape of Water. It definitely deserved an Oscar. You're sitting here talking about Aussie. Who gives a shit about Aussie Andy? Talk about the man walking down to the ring right now. Dallas effing Chandler.
Dallas Chandler used to be known around here as the baddest man in the land. I tell you, made an impact. We have not seen Porcine Almighty since TakeOver Prelude to Violence, where he was spiked through the announce table with that nasty inverted pile driver from Dallas Chandler. And again, Dallas Chandler following up on that. We haven't seen Saeed since Saeed was dispatched by Dallas Chandler in Dallas's first match back. Dallas talking about, I couldn't wait to get in here and just tear it up, tear people apart. And I don't know, you're talking about the identity crisis of this man. That bastard's luck, his days may be numbered here. Dallas Chandler was very poised and very calm to inflict bodily harm on the perfect 10, Pat Bastard.
More like negative 10, Pat Bastard. That's what I'm going to have to give this man. He has a negative 10% chance of actually beating Dallas Chandler here tonight. Like you said, Dallas Chandler's been going after the biggest men here in NXT, and I like his mindset. Go after the biggest and toughest men, as Pat Bastard with the poop emoji walks down to the ring. And if he just continues to establish this dominance, taking out men that are practically almost bigger than him, or just about, then he's definitely going to make his mark, and maybe, just maybe, someone like Matt Black will recognize him as a potential contender for the ECW championship.
Well, yeah, it's interesting.
Used to be NXT championship, that is.
Dallas Chandler had a remarkable performance last week versus Mason Chronic, and it was the Ben Hopkins, of course, interfering that brought that match to an end. I gotta think that Dallas is not happy here following that chair shot that he received, and oh
my God,
a straight kick to the face there.
Oh
no! We're off to a fiery start here in our opening contest. Dallas Chandler measuring him up. What a chop!
Oh God, you can see his chest lighting up. Look at that. It looks like the wind has been knocked out of Pat Bastard.
This is the Dallas Chandler that we've been talking about, Christian. He's like a killer. The man possessed here. He wants back. Speaking of championships, he and our hardcore champion Walter Scott had a little bit of an exchange on Twitter recently. Yeah, maybe he's sizing up Walter there. Walter's been talking about he wants more competition. I know he's occupied with Money in the Bank, but he's got to keep his eyes on a man like this, Dallas Chandler, who is just staring a hole through Pat Bastard and kicking it out the other side of him right here.
Oh my God, just bouncing him off the ropes. Oh my good Lord, a backbreaker, just dropping him on his knee and kick right to the chest just for good measure. This is not the same Dallas Chandler that we've seen before. Oh my Lord.
Dallas Chandler here. Pat Bastard's spending more time on his back right now than he spent coming down the ramp. Oh.
If I were Pat, I would just take the route that Saeed and Torstein took. Just stay down. Big boy senton.
He's trying to, you said he got the wind knocked out of him from that knife edge chop earlier. He's just trying to find some air to suck into his lungs at all right here.
Right now, he can't even tell his elbow from his asshole, and he's stuck right there. Look at the straight jacket choke. I don't even think that's legal. How are you supposed to tap out getting stranglehold like that?
If he's got any wind left in his lungs, maybe just yell for help, yell for the referee calling into this punishment that he's receiving right here. Dallas Chandler is just menacingly just using the knee there right into the spine, right between the shoulder blades. But hey, Pat here making a little bit of a comeback finally late into this match.
Oh, about time. Let's see how long this lasts. Everyone get your watches ready. Don't blink. Let's see how long this lasts. A new record.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, my God.
Catches him with that and kips up off that standing one-legged drop kick. Oh, Pat Bastard just suffering more here at the hands of Dallas Chandler.
Chandler's definitely a lot more athletic than he was.
Dallas Chandler, he had talked about how in his time away from ECW, he was cleared to come back, and he went and made an impression elsewhere around the world, and he is just making an impression right now. What a stretch that was, throwing him down.
And Pat had no idea what was going to happen. They were just getting his spinal column just stretched to its limit, an elbow across the jaw. This man hasn't even gotten a chance to, like I said, breathe, blink, do anything. I don't think he even realizes he is in the ring right now.
Yeah, this is what we saw last week. And before that, versus Saeed, he bum rushed Saeed before that match ever began. And Saeed's a tough guy. He's a well-renowned MMA guy, and he was just completely caught off guard. And Dallas ran through him.
Let's think about that for someone like Saeed Muhammad got manhandled. Saeed Muhammad usually does the manhandling. Off the turnbuckle, Pat Bastard now just seems a bit hesitant. I think he's still a little bit woozy from just these barrage, that uppercut. It sent him a good 360 spin to the ground and a bell clap.
This is by far the most dangerous, the most ruthless Dallas Chandler I've ever seen. I've seen
even the refs.
Oh my! And there's the elbow. He see Mason Chronic with that off guard last week here on NXT, but Pat Bastard's in another zip code right now.
That Bastard's in a whole nother country. He might be visiting Rossi Andy right now. And now Dallas Chandler just lifting him up. You said he attacked Mason Chronic. That's a big order to be attacking. I mean, yeah, you're going after someone like Torstein. You're going after someone like Saeed Muhammad. But Mason Chronic's a whole nother animal. We've seen what he did to someone like Anthony Adams. And Dallas Chandler, I think he has the guts and the gumption just to step up and elbow him.
Yeah, Dallas Chandler actually caught him off guard there too. A distraction. It looked like maybe Ben Hopkins was trying to get Dallas Chandler on his side. Oh no, he just sets him on that steel barricade.
That's not very friendly. Pat, I don't know if you had kids or not, and they're probably gonna be ugly if you ever did, but you ain't having them no more.
That's one way to make sure there are no more little bastards coming into the world. Just throws him back in the ring now. He's completely at the disposal here of Dallas Chandler. Oh, just kicks him right in the temple.
That was a forearm hammer fist right across the bridge of his nose before he booted him in the side of his face. This is just mean. This ain't even wrestling no more. It's fighting.
I said I feel like this is all a byproduct here of, Dallas Chandler thought maybe he had a chance to put away Mason Chronic and be the first man to do it here in NXT, but Ben Hopkins ruined that for him. Lost him that match by disqualification and then struck him with a steel chair as well. So Pat Bastard is taking all of those frustrations here in hand and in spades, if you will.
Next time you say his name, just remember it's the Ben Hopkins. Now look at this. Look at this. Just trying so hard to choke him. Pat doing everything he could and just nothing.
Again, he's spending more time on the canvas than he is. Oh, boy, look at this! Oh!
He didn't even fall back with him. That was just all upper arm strength.
If I could borrow from one of my colleagues here, Detroit would call that an F-it throw. He just threw him through the air. And, he's coming up here to powerbomb it. Oh!
Oh man, yeah, that could slip a few discs out of the vertebrae, if you will.
Dallas Chandler here. Oh, look, face to face, just sizing him up here. Pat Bastard, he's out. He's out on his feet.
That's damn near menacing. Oh my God.
What is this rear naked choke? Oh, he throws him over the top like a hip throw here. Wait a second, look at this.
Oh my God, this is like a bully choke almost.
Look at that. The Dars choke here. Pat Bastard's going to sleep. He's going to sleep.
He's tapping. His face is turning pink. Yeah, that's over. I'm surprised Chandler let go when the bell rang there. This was more one-sided than the first dimension, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know what? He's still talking trash to him there as he finally let go of the choke. Wow. Talk about sending a message here. Walter Scott, like I said, he might have to keep an eye on Dallas Chandler. Dallas might have been playing some mind games with him there, sending a tweet out to him. But if Walter wants some competition, this man, I think, he might be the next in line for that hardcore title.
And considering everyone Dallas Chandler has put on notice since coming back, who is he exactly sending a message to? Walter? Is he sending one to Mason, to Ben, to Matt Black? It could be just the entire NXT roster in general, I'd like to think.
Yeah, I tell you what, you want to send a message, though, that's the way to do it. It doesn't matter who his opponent is. He's got the fans here on their feet. Dallas Chandler turning heads since coming back to NXT.
Dallas Chandler's on one mission, and that's hurt. Hurt as much as possible.
Work for?
It is 3.
Oh my God!
Why is the Video Game Wrestling Network the only network for...
Started off, and oh! Out of nowhere!
Don't fall on the steel. Oh my God! Oh! Superplex! What a brutal match we have just seen.
Why is Video Game Wrestling Network the only network for...
Daniel Bars.
Oh my God!
This is gonna happen.
The SKO, there it is! He charges off! He goes over the top! Spider-Man wins!
Why?
This is the only place we want to be.
Video Game Wrestling Network, the only network for you. Experience the best.
The only network for...
Started off, and oh! Out of nowhere!
Did you miss me? Did you feel safe because I was quiet? Of course you did. Because that's exactly how I wanted you to feel. But, playtime's over now. It's a whole new year and an entirely new set of possibilities. See, this is probably the part where you think to yourself on your couch, in front of your screen, what about New Year's resolutions, There's got to be a New Year's resolution in here somewhere because it's New Year's. Isn't that the customary thing to do? Oh man, you're all so predictable. But you know what? I actually do have a bit of a New Year's resolution, if you would want to call it that. You see, but it's not just one from me. It's one from us, really, all of us. And of course, you're not going to understand that yet. But, see, that's the thing about this resolution of ours. Our resolution for 2018 is to, by the end of the year, make sure you know exactly who we are and what we are here to do. Now, none of this is, of course, going to make sense to you guys, because most of you are just going to be like, oh, he's mumbling again, he's speaking all this gibberish again, none of his promos make sense. He kind of has, I guess you'd call it like Wyatt's disease, where no one can fully understand his promos. He sounds a bit insane, really. But see, that's the beautiful thing about everything, really, is I'm perfectly insane. I am the physical manifestation of chaos. I am madness. And our resolution, not just mine, ours, there's that magical word again, our resolution is to, by the end of this year, in 12 months' time, at the end of 2018, by the end of 2018, to steal the whole world. And when that happens, because mark my words, it will happen, as everything I've told you has happened, it will happen. And when it does, you will realize that I, like madness, have always been one step ahead and always just one blackout away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our opening contest, you guys could say, is a massacre. And speaking of massacring people, the British Hit Squad have been running amok here. And what today has told me off screen here, this is their, I guess, the de facto leader, Wade Norton, coming out with him there. We haven't seen this man with them before. But maybe he's still razor sharp focused in their attack on the tag team division here. Listen, there's a lot to talk about here. RPJ just recently on Raw this week announced Tag Team Turmoil, the first time ever coming to Money in the Bank 3, and it's an open invitational format. We can see the British Hit Squad vying for those titles in Tag Team Turmoil.
The British Hit Squad definitely are a team to look out for ever since making their debut at TakeOver. And yeah, it was a surprise. We don't know anything really about these three men, really what their motives are, other than just to stand out as the top tag team now in ECW-NXT. We still don't know barely anything about these two. They're definitely dangerous, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to think now with a third man here, a third head in this equation, they're going to be even more tactical. RPJ, it's that he's fed up with the attacks on American Justice, on Gabe and Dash. Gabe and Zane is not even a part of NXT anymore, following his recent string of troubles that he's had with British Hit Squad and Mason Chronic and so on and so forth. But tonight, promising that these two would have competition. We don't know who it's going to be. We're about to find out, and here we go. I recognize these two. It's been a while since we've seen one of them here in ECW. That's Duke Franco, a former ECW Hardcore champion, and his brothers with him, Mick Franco, the Franco brothers, who have a lot of history here with the Judge, with RPJ themselves officially showing up here in NXT to take on the British Hit Squad. This is going to be interesting here. Some veterans, some seasoned veterans of the scene coming in and take on this new dominant force here in the British Hit Squad. Well, this is going to be an exciting tag team affair, folks. Things for Tag Team Turmoil are heating up quickly here. Of course, like I said, Tag Team Turmoil, we know that we've got 5 potential teams to walk out as new tag team champions. We got the Forever Youngbloods will be defending against 4 teams. So we don't know who. We got 2 teams that could potentially be entering this match. It looks like Mick Franco is going to open things up here with Adrian Albright of the British Hit Squad. Mick Franco pressing him into the ropes. Shoots him off here. Drops down. leapfrogs him. It's going to be, oh, misses the drop kick. Albright sidestepped in there and puts on the brakes. Oh, he clips the leg of Mick Franco there.
That's not going to do Franco any favors. Like you said, it's been a while since we've seen the Franco brothers really in ECW.
Yeah, interestingly enough here, the last time, well, I should say the last time, one of the last times you see Duke Franco was losing the belt at the first Extreme Rules 3 years ago. Oh, what a suplex there from Adrian Albright, holding on the bridge. Off the rebound there. Wow, snap German suplex.
It only gets a 2 count there, but look how the quickness and the execution of that suplex was just fluid.
And this is an interesting note here. This is a little bit more of the overseas expansion. We've seen RPJ reaching out internationally, of course, with Lee Ben Hopkins. Mason trying to, I guess you could say, representing Japan. He's had a lot of history there. The British hit squad here. John Blackos coming and debuting here tonight from France. Of course, we know the debut of Aussie Andy is coming. ECW is becoming a very internationally known company here as Vic Franco trying to take it to Adrian Albright. Oh, targeting the shoulder with a drop kick there.
Well, I like the way Ryan Paul Jones is doing business. He's trying to prove that he is the best in the world by signing some of the best globally renowned talent in all of college wrestling right now. And oh my God, that drop kick had some oomph onto it.
It did, like a crescent kick there. I thought he was going to go for the tag to the bigger man, his brother there. Oh, there's a nice Inzane. The speed here of Mick Franco really making a statement here. You know, we haven't really seen the British Hit Squad, I guess you could say, in trouble because they've dispatched all opposition here, whether it be American Justice post-match or you could say Gabe and Dash, they attacked before that match ever began, which was supposed to be their debut. But so far, the Franco brothers are giving them a run for their money here. I think a little bit more than people might have anticipated as if Franco's got that arm targeted again. Oh, taking a page out of their book. That's a Adrian Albright playbook. If I've seen there, going for the arms. That's what he's been doing to everybody that they've laid hands on. Oh, unbelievable.
Definitely trying to separate the shoulder from the body, trying to cause a little bit of pain there. But this might be the first, you want to say, real tag team that the British Hit Squad, who Albright at their head, but in the hand of Mick Franco.
Oh, and returning fire with a drop kick of his own to that same arm. And this is what I was talking about. This is what he likes to do. He's just giving him a taste of his own medicine here. He's thinking the same thing here as he drops the knee.
And right for the crook of the elbow. Try to disable that entire left arm like that. Look at just the weight. Oh my gosh! Yep.
Again,
returning the favor. Just trying to make sure that there is no way that, I mean, I'd be more worried about Mick Franco's legs than his hands, to be honest. But this could be all in the game plan of the British Hit Squad to take out the arms, to weaken them. Maybe go for something else that involves the arms.
Yeah, we've been told again. Tenay has the inside scoop on these guys. So it's a shame that he's not here tonight. That these are his, I guess you could say, some of his favorites here to watch. But he's told me in the past that this Adrian Albright is a submission technician. He's almost a wizard on the ground. You see they're wrenching the arm again on that takedown. Oh, he's going for that short headbutt again.
The stiff right arm shots to the stomach. Trying to punch, trying to get through the intestine. And huge clothesline. Sends him out of the center of the canvas. And Duke has not gotten tagged yet, I don't think.
No, we haven't seen a tag yet in the match, but it looks like Mick Franco's going into the wrong side of town here. Oh, there's a tag to Trevor Adams, the British Hit Squad here. I believe Trevor is the striker of the two. And, what a suplex there off that almost like a guillotine into the ropes. Duke Franco really wants this tag.
I like the strategy of the British Hit Squad right here. Cut the ring in half. Keep your opponent away from that side as far as possible. Good veteran-like instincts here.
A European uppercut all the way from the United Kingdom there. Wow. Another one.
Jeez. Yeah, someone's got to check that arm sleeve and see if that thing is loaded.
You got to think here, too, that Mick Franco's had the longest time in the ring here. But, look at that, a Hurricane Rana. Making a little bit of a resurgence here.
That might be what he needs just to get back into this match here. Continuing those kicks, he needs to make a tag into his brother, though.
Open hand slap here. Wait a second. And Mick Franco coming over the top there with that tope con hilo, and looks like they've got Adams isolated over here on their side of the ring now, on the outside at that.
And now the British Hit Squad getting a taste of their own medicine. Duke and his brother, they seem to be arguing over who wants to lay hands on him. Guys, this is not the time to argue.
Oh!
Right into the barricade. And the Franco brothers, they're acting like they haven't even missed a day here at ECW, the way they're working together. Look at that!
You gotta think there's no better team than a team of brothers here. RPJ promised competition for the Hit Squad, and right off of that barricade. Face first, he's blocked here. Trevor Adams might need to make the tag here. They need to get back in the ring. You'd hate to lose their first official match here by countout.
It'd be quite the embarrassing loss for a team like the British Hit Squad just to lose like this. And he's got to get away from Big Duke, and he finally does. And now all alone with Mick Franco once again against the ropes.
Shoots him across to the side here. Wait a second. Look at this. The power of Trevor Adams with a spinning power slam.
360 Oklahoma there. There's a cover. There's two. And there's a kick out. I don't think there's an Oklahoma in England, though, so I'm going to have to be called something else.
Oh, got him down here. Punishing him for kicking out at 2 out of that big slam. Yeah. Some explosive power. We've seen the strikes so far. Wait a second. Mick Franco, there's their tag. Here comes Duke finally into the ring. Mick's out.
And he is fresh and man. Like a freight train running ahead into you.
Knocking him flat off of his feet there. Another big haymaker. And a forearm drops him.
And they call Bishop the hands man. This is the man with the hands.
I think it's going to be interesting if these two enter that tag team turmoil. We see Bishop pair off with this guy here. Huge butterfly suplex there into the cover 2 count. Is this Trevor Adams.
Gotten shoulder up at the last second, but yeah, this is definitely a match the Forever Youngbloods are looking at. Because if these two teams end up both being in that turmoil match, that's loaded.
There's a tag. Adrian Albright coming in. We've seen this from him before. Mick Franco's still out, Christian. He's still out on the other side of the ring. There's the kick. Oh
my God! Double brain damage there by the British Hit Squad. They're going for the cover just like that. They've already made a resurgence. There's 2.
Oh! Wow! What a conclusion to this match in explosive fashion. Duke Franco trying to come in, and he got caught. He got completely caught there. His brother was out. I think the strategy worked. Mick Franco was completely rendered useless by the time he tagged out.
All those various shots to his arms and his shoulders, and eventually just breaking him down to the point where he couldn't even climb back into the ring. His brother thought he had it all put away, but just the combination of the technicality of Adrian Albright and the strength of Trevor Adams just puts away the brothers Franco here tonight.
It was a great matchup for a return match here for the Francos, but this goes to speak for what the British Hit Squad are capable of. And like you said, the Forever Youngbloods have to have an eye on both of these teams, but particularly I think the British Hit Squad.
And just think about it, if they can do this to a team that's been a long-time ECW alumnus, what makes them think they're gonna? What makes you think they're not gonna do something against the Forever Youngbloods that could potentially put them in the tag team title spot?
Well, absolutely. Bishop himself has been critical of the tag team division here. RPJ said, "Hey, if you guys want competition, I'm going to give it to you at Money in the Bank." And these two are looking to bring the turmoil to tag team turmoil. Absolutely.
Wade Norton definitely has himself a team here. I'll give him that.
I didn't even see that he'd thrown that chair in there for backup, but they didn't even need it. Duke Franco was out from that roundhouse brainbuster combination. Target acquired. But guys, up next we have a huge debut. John Blackos is going to be in action. First time we've seen his arrival last week on NXT. And we also saw the arrival of one Kevin Cash, who had some words for John Blackos. You don't know who John Blackos will be debuting against here tonight. RPJ's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, it looks like, this week here on ECW programming. I guarantee this, though, it's going to be an exciting match. Regardless, you're not going to want to miss this one.
John Blackos definitely going to show why he belongs here in ECW. Let's also look at the tweet he posted out not that long ago. Whoever my opponent on the next episode of NXT, just make sure you surprise because the impact has just begun. #first strike.
John Blackos with a huge statement last week, showing up unexpectedly. We knew he was coming to NXT, but we didn't know when. He promised that he was going to make an impact. He mentioned a lot of big names here on the show, talking about maybe he would mix it up with them sooner or later. We also have to talk about this, though, Christian. Bobby Mitchell, very disgruntled when his plan fell apart and Eric Silva beat him one-on-one fair and square, facing Matt Black now at Money in the Bank 3. Bobby Mitchell, of course, has been he's turned up to the next level, his intensity, his aggression towards Eric Silva. He has promised that Eric Silva will not get that belt as long as he has it.
Like I said, like he says, both of these men are 1-1 against one another. No matter the outcome at Money in the Bank 3, you got to think there's going to be a rubber match between the two.
Folks, welcome back here. We're getting set for a big debut. Who knows, maybe a couple of debuts here. A very anticipated debut nonetheless, though. John Blackos, we've been talking about for a little bit now, making his way out here. And the entire NXT fans here in attendance are ready for this. This man has really been turning heads, really been making a statement here. I think he's going to continue here in NXT tonight, Christian.
Oh yes, indeed. Everywhere John Blackos goes, he makes impacts. He makes impressions. This man was once dubbed by one of the greatest commentators ever lived, the Doctor, as the human Energizer Bunny, because this man can take a beating and keep on going. There's something about John Blackos that's just amazing. I don't know if it's his high pain tolerance. I don't know if it's his heart, or his never give up attitude. John Blackos is just one of those guys that when you see him, he has it.
He has a certain aura, charisma to him, and like you said, that moniker, the Human Energizer Bunny, is so apt. Not only like the punishment he's taken in matches before, but just the high impact energy he brings to the ring. He's so fast, he's so precise. You can't slow him down once he starts going. And whoever's opponent is here tonight, I hope they've been studying tape on this guy, because they're going to have their hands full for certain. And we got to talk about this too while we're at it. But what is Kevin Cash's take on all of this? We've seen Kevin Cash show up. We talked about how he had words for John Blackos, but I think there's like an ulterior motive there, and I just can't put my finger on it yet.
I don't even know why Kevin Cash is even here in a place like ECW-NXT. I mean, and Kevin Cash, a man who's been globally renowned all over everywhere in college wrestling, makes his way here, stealing the spotlight from this man here, John Blackos, who, in my opinion, is more deserving of it. Blackos, like I said, everywhere he's gone, he just wows audiences. He's a big-time name. Kevin Cash was probably like a big-time name maybe like 5-6 years ago. But now his relevance is starting to fade, and that's exactly why I think he came out last week and he interrupted like John Blackos' welcome-in party, if you will.
John Blackos, not even in a debut match, but just coming out to basically say hello to the fans, give a mission statement, a building full of "you deserve it" chants from the fans. You could hear the love, the adoration for Blackos, and then Kevin Cash, who, in my knowledge, was a free agent, now a part of NXT, maybe realizing just the type of talent, the buzz that the NXT roster has garnered, especially with a name like John Blackos now officially a part of the team.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be quite amazing to see what John Blackos can do here in ECW-NXT. It's a whole new environment for him. This isn't Call of Honor anymore. This is El Dorado Championship Wrestling's NXT, where the stars are grown and they go to break out in the possibly future ECW champions. And I see champion written all over John Blackos.
Yeah, John Blackos, he's captured gold in other places before. I think that it won't be far away in his near future here. He's definitely going to have his work cut out for him, though. There's no shortage of talent. We've seen names like Chandler here tonight. Lots of people. We also expect to see, Walter Scott was here at the beginning of the show. We don't know if Matt Black will be here or not, but, again, John Blackos mentioned both of the champions here by name. So let's see who's up first for John Blackos here on NXT tonight. It could be anybody. And
oh well then. This is new.
I wasn't expecting that. Wow, that pyro was a little close to home over here. We're sitting up by the stage. I'm checking my notes here. I believe this is Draven Silva. Yes, many of you may be wondering, Draven Silva is related to our President Outlaw and Eric Silva. These two are brothers. I haven't seen much of Draven Silva outside of this. I'm believing this will be his debut as well. But I guess Christian will see what Draven can bring to the ring.
Of course, here we go again. Another person trying to take the spotlight off of John Blackos, except the spotlight is not even bothering trying to cover Draven Silva up, more like 10% of his body. Not to mention that most of him is all covered in black.
Yeah, obviously not the same demeanor that his brother brings to the ring here. He's got a much different, I don't know if you want to call it a swagger, or definitely not the radiating aura there of John Blackos. This guy, he's kind of creeping me out a little bit here.
It's kind of disturbing, a lot bit eerie actually. But the thing is that we've already had one set of wrestling brothers already fail here tonight. Could we possibly have another set of wrestling brothers failing here tonight? I mean, we already got Eric Silva taking on Anthony Adams, and now you got this man right here, Draven Silva, taking on John Blackos. I don't think this is the night that he should have debuted.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe not getting the cards dealt to him here. I gotta think this is kind of weird. You know, his brother's in the main event. Maybe that's gonna put a chip on his shoulder, knowing his brother is already to a main event status in such a short amount of time. Oh, he's just begging Blackos on here.
John Blackos definitely got the crowd support here. Draven Silva just seems to be mocking it just a little bit, saying just shut up, stop soaking it in and wrestle. This is what we're here for. This is ECW-NXT.
Well, we're gonna find out, not to compare him to his brother, to see, but if he's got that Silva bloodline after all, he's got that top key lock there. Oh, John Blackos with an escape though.
Great chain wrestling here between the two men here, looking to make quite the impression on their debut matches. Silva off the ropes.
Drop down there. Oh, shoulder block. Neither man backing down. Just trying to fill each other out here. Find the range. These strikes and grappling. Oh, Silva lands a punch there. Draven Silva coming in red hot here with these overhand punches.
Back and forth, kind of like some amateur boxing there, and driving the shoulders into the rib cage of Blackos. Look at this now, head of steam.
Using the hips, and John taking a breather here, rolling to the apron. I need to recollect himself there.
This is nothing for John Blackos. He's willing to shake anything off like this. Like I said, John Blackos is one of those people with an oddly high pain tolerance, but who knows? Maybe Silva's punches are a little bit more heavier than his brother's. Look at that. What the hell is he doing?
He's finding a way to get himself fired up here, it looks like. It looks like he's got a little bit shorter. Oh my God! Knees to the face there, a dive. You know, this is an interesting segue here. We saw we didn't really talk about it much, but we've seen the teaser there for ECW Velocity. We can now break news, as it was announced on our official Facebook page, that Velocity is introducing the Limitless division. You know, these two guys being light heavyweights, cruiserweights, we might see them on Velocity coming soon when that show makes its debut here on the ECW network. With some high-flying moves like that, Draven Silva is looking to steal the spotlight for sure.
Indeed, he's talking about the Limitless division. There's definitely going to be no limit to what these two can do here tonight in this opening match. Right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Draven Silva so far, but like I said, we've yet to see John Blackos come out of the starting gate. And once he does, I don't think there's going to be any way to stop him.
Maybe Silva has done his homework here. That might be what we're seeing, because he's kind of keeping John grounded right now. Oh, little shoulder block there. Oh, John catches him with the jab.
Jab right between the eyes, and now here's that quick offense, that rapid fire. Hits you with every limb of the body.
Series of kicks there, and there's a shot right to the gut.
What is this? He's up here, high in the high rent district. Oh my God! Like a face crusher, like a modified version.
Over here on
only gets two. Not really surprised. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep the younger brother of Eric Silva down here. I mean, if he's just as tough as his brother is, we know it's going to take quite a lot.
Well, Silva has shown what resilience is, especially in his last showing. That Eric Silva, that Bobby Mitchell threw everything at him. Oh, that nice axe kick there from Blackos. and into the ropes. Nice wherewithal to get a hand under the ropes there. Draven Silva now rolling out, trying to catch his breath here with John Blackos thinking as he hits the ropes. Puts on the brakes. Wait a second. Springboard here. Oh!
Oh, wow. Did you see the height that he got on that Hurricane Rana? Look at that. Bing spring hit.
And Silva landing on the back of his neck on the outside of the ring there. You can see him favoring the neck after that beautiful high-flying maneuver from John Blackos.
Blackos looked about 20 feet in the air. Time he launched off that top rope, throwing Silva right back into the ring. He knows where to keep this match. Keep it in the center. Oh, that's the only way to get a legible win here. Oh, and in ECW, a high jumping knee to the side of the eye.
John here, very comfortable from the top rope.
You know, he's calling a shot like Babe Ruth in the park.
Oh, Silva got him with that running drop kick. That's a nice leap. And there's an arm drag from the top rope.
Arm drag's very deadly maneuver, especially from the top rope, sending him crashing right down to earth. And this is where Silva wants him. This is where Draven wants him. Sends him off the ropes now. What's this?
Oh, back roll lands on his feet. Oh, catches the flush with that spinning heel kick.
Very interesting there. Draven Silva's showing me a couple of things I haven't seen before. I'm starting to like this.
Here now, he's taking his time from the top as well. John trying to maybe get out of harm's way, but he rolls right to that elbow, right to the swollen back,
right into the kidney area. That's not going to feel good, and he's probably going to be peeing colors for a couple days or so. And there was only not even a 1 count there for Draven Silva, as he continues just to inflict the punishment here on young Blackos. I spoke too soon.
John with an escape from that head scissors. Wait a second. Look at that. Oh, standing C4 from John Blackos.
Where the hell did that come from?
Explosive offense. Wait, this is where he wants to be right here. Beautiful 450 splash.
And it connects.
Legs hooked deep here. He's got the shoulders pinned. Oh, Draven Silva. That resilience. When you take a look at this one more time.
The rotation.
Had him in perfect position. Absolutely.
It's almost Olympic levels. You know, John Blackos could have brought the gold medal home for France in the Olympics this year.
He's going up to the middle rope yet again, finding success there. Calling for maybe the end here. Oh! Lands! Oh! Into a DDT!
Where is John Blackos storing all of this energy? Wait a minute. He's running off the ropes again.
Silva. Oh. Goes up and over to the ring apron here. What? Silva's got the foot though. Oh!
He telegraphed it that time. He knew that was coming. You know, after the first mistake, he isn't going to make it again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. I don't know. I quote that better than George Bush.
Silva here now. Oh no, he's going to use the outside of the ring here as a weapon. Oh, into that steel guardrail. He's working on the lower back here, Christian. You swept the leg out from underneath him there on the apron, now using the barricade.
He's just trying to do everything he can to keep Blackos down. I think he's starting to get a little bit desperate. He's turning around. He's not good to turn your back on your opponent. Especially on the top rope, but it still hits with that crossbody.
This has been a very spirited effort from both of these guys so far. It's kind of hard to say who's going to be. Schoolboy's in, but let's go. Oh, and there's a super kick.
Super kick.
He feinted him with the roll up there. Now he goes for the cover.
There's a cover. There's 2. And no. Look at the frustration on Draven's face. You know that is just pent-up aggression. He cannot let that get the best of him, because the minute he does, John Blackos is going to put this all away.
When he calls this the fit for an autopsy, and he just plants him on his face. Swinging.
That is a lot of words for that face crusher. There's 2. Yeah. Only a 2 count. How is Blackos kicking out?
Going for the head scissors again, but Blackos still able to find the release hatch there as he gets out. John looks like he might have got tagged from maybe that super kick. Oh, crossbody, and both men go to the outside.
Oh my God, Blackos put himself at risk there. Could have broke his own neck hitting that crossbody, sending both men pouring out. Just a reckless abandonment. And I think that's what John Blackos thrives on in this type of environment.
Oh!
Into the guardrail.
Couldn't even get his hands up there. He just ate the steel that time.
Hopefully he's still got all of his teeth.
Yeah, Blackos is finding that resurgence we're talking about here. That energy just not stopping, in a crossbody of his own.
It's like the minute Silva gets right back on his feet, Blackos is like, get up so I can knock you back down again.
Springboard here to another 450.
A second 450 splash, just all the rotation Blackos is getting on those things. Wait a minute.
Oh, what a pinning combination here. Hooking the leg. Oh. This match continuing here. You're right. You're picking him up again. The ropes, big clothesline from John Blackos.
You know the best part about that, look like he was winding up for a bicycle kick and switched it up at the last second with that clothesline.
Oh, in the middle rope. Phoenix splash. John Blackos here with more offense than he does it.
Holy smokes. That was like a Phoenix splash off the second rope.
You see here, looking back at the action, this was a very fast-paced match. We've seen some great action here tonight, but these two look at the still a show and a double debut. I can't take anything away from this Draven Silva. He impressed me. I think he might have an upside here like his brother. John Blackos was just the better man with moves like this right here.
John Blackos definitely cementing a spot here in ECW-NXT. These fans are they just can't believe it. Crowd's on their feet. John Blackos is fired up. He's still fired up. That was one hell of a victory for him. But Draven Silva, yeah, I'll give him credit where credit's given. He put John Blackos to the limit. He really definitely tested him on this.
Yeah,
Too bad it wasn't enough.
I think he had the right idea a couple times, but you know, it's like a puzzle. You have to put all the pieces together to complete it, and John Blackos was just a little bit too enigmatic for him here with the way he just kept coming at him from these different angles, different springboards. Draven Silva, maybe just a little bit of inexperience here. Blackos has been at the game a little bit longer than he has, and it pays off again. Some of this more just innovative offense with John Blackos.
Blackos almost put him away with that modified Ron high there, but it was that Phoenix splash off the second rope that put him away. And you know, Kevin Cash, who had challenged Blackos to a match on both the guys' debut nights. He's got to be somewhere. Looking back at this, looking at John Blackos, who just had a fantastic match here tonight.
You got to think. Well, hang on a second. Kevin Cash taking notes. It looks like.
I spoke so soon. There's the spotlight stealer right there.
And John Blackos is continuing to soak in this adulation from the fans. Draven Silva not happy about his performance here. But he's got to keep his head up. And wait a second. That's the music of Kevin Cash. I guess he was watching a little bit closer than we thought. Blackos, I'm not sure how he feels about this. Kevin Cash looking like he's coming out here to take up this spotlight again.
Of course it is. Look at him. Look at him. He's loving it. He's just soaking it in. Come on, man. This wasn't even about you. Blackos is the one that just kicked Draven Silva's ass. Not you, Cash. Have a match here in ECW, then you have time to gloat.
Well, you gotta think, again, we're seeing multiple debuts here tonight. Maybe the Kevin Cash debut is coming up a little bit sooner than we realized. He wants John Blackos, but obviously he didn't get that here tonight.
Well, he did say he wants to fight Blackos on his own terms. Maybe that term is right now. Maybe he wants to, and that's pretty low and scummy of Cash to do if he really wants to take advantage of an already beat up John Blackos.
Well, what do we got here? Kevin Cash. Maybe they got off on the wrong foot last time we saw them here. Okay, a handshake between these two.
I wouldn't trust that. I would side eye that man every second you could get, John, because there's no way in hell Kevin Cash has walked down here just to shake your hand.
John getting his moment here in full, but up next, this is going to be intense. Mason Chronic, one of the most intense men in NXT, is in action, and much like our last couple of matches, we're seeing this repeat of affairs here. Mason Chronic, I don't know if RPJ can find anybody else to face him. Obviously, Ben Hopkins has no interest in facing him unless it's on his terms. We're going to find out who is Mason Chronic's opponent up next here on NXT.
You guys want to see a dead body? We'll be right back after these messages.
I tell you, it's gonna be personal. Things have gotten very personal between Chronic and Hopkins. As you can see here, I'm not gonna read this whole tweet off because there's a lot of explicitives here. I hope the kids are in bed. Mason Chronic not one to censor himself nor be censored.
I wouldn't even want to censor him. Shit, he'd probably eat the censor bar.
This rivalry, I guess you could say, between him and Ben Hopkins, it took off exclusively at TakeOver. Ben Hopkins, I think, has had the one-up on Chronic, but he's not a man that you want to have the one-up on the way that Ben Hopkins has, because I believe these words. Mason Chronic, when he gets his hands on Ben Hopkins, it is not going to be a pretty sight.
Mason Chronic is a man of very colorful vocabulary.
Well, folks, Mason Chronic making his way through the fog of war here, and you got to think that he's maybe hoping that Ben Hopkins' number is going to be called here tonight after receiving that steel chair to the face at the hands of Ben Hopkins last week.
And no, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get that shirt at ECWshop.com because there's only one, and it belongs to Mason Chronic, and he wears that gladly as a trophy.
Yeah, you got to think that just burns the Ben Hopkins brand to its very core. Mason Chronic, when this came in, it looked like we were going to see a repeat of Paul All-Stars there, a little handshake from the two, where these two had a little bit of an alignment going there, but the bad blood between them seeped through, it soaked into the mat, and you can see there, Ben Hopkins was wasted, choked out by that crossface at the hands of the Cyber Boy.
I mean, it's a battle of egos, really, if you think about it, between Mason Chronic and Ben Hopkins. But really, it's just that mean streak, that nasty attitude Mason Chronic has, and he's damn proud of it. Just look at that shit-eating smirk he has. Just loving every second of pain that he delivered to Ben Hopkins. And it's kind of hard to be sympathetic for Ben, but Mason sure is making a lot of people worry for Ben Hopkins' safety when it comes to Mason Chronic.
And I gotta think that Ben is playing with fire here. He came out at Mason's actual debut against Anthony Adams, super kicked him after the match, ran his mouth, and then left the building. Getting involved, what the hell?
Well, tell RPJ, I don't care if I'm not booked. This is Ben XT, and if I want to talk, I will talk. And another thing, right? In my personalised locker room, which I deserve and have earned, I want the cushions arranged in this very specific order. So it's red, black, green, red, blue, red, black, purple. Do it like that. This is Ben XT. I'm Ben Hopkins, as you could have guessed. And last show, I beat please give me sympathy because I beat someone up once, Alex James. Well, he put up a fight, but in a minute he's currently on the floor searching around for where his eyeballs are. But I didn't stop there. See, I hear about these things. Like, I think I'm a role model. Because I have not let bullying get to me. I have shown that you need to stand up to bullies. And that's what I did. When I beat Mason Chronic up, Dallas Chandler, he just decided not to follow the great advice of the Ben Hopkins, so he got beaten up for it. Well, you snooze, you lose, mate. But Chronic is talking about, I'm going to get you over things. Oh, my name's Chronic, motherfucker, and other stupid terms. Yeah, well, guess what? No one cares, Chronic. They care about Ben XT, and the only thing on Ben XT that really is good, apart from Matt Black, is the Ben Hopkins. So let's be real, Chronic. Maybe I will show up this week and beat you down again. Because you tried to ruin Ben XT for everyone. And these idiots can't see it. They just cheer. They cheer for anything. And hell, I even know where we are this week. I really don't. The only thing that I really know, is that the local sports team does in fact suck. Because we all know, if there's only one sports team that you should follow, and that is the sports team known as the Ben Hopkins, because it's a guaranteed winner. So RPJ, I think I've made my point very clear. Stop condoning bullying. It's bad. That's a Hopkins thing that you should understand, and I want you to think about that. Think about those cushions as well. Like, I really want them in that order.
Just hearing that man just brings a smile to my face. Brought a smile to Chronic's too, but he's probably smiling and holding back anger and rage. Hey kids! Hey kids, you want to see a dead body?
Well, that's not Ben Hopkins.
Oh no, it's Ben Hopkins light.
I thought for a second Ben Hopkins was in the building, but I'm guessing that was a previously recorded message. Just continuing to just insult Chronic from afar here. But unfortunately for, it looks like the debuting Tyler Watson that he's going to be subjected to the wrath of an already pissed off Cyberboy here.
Well, I'll actually apologize to Ben Hopkins for calling Tyler Watson Ben Hopkins light. Tyler Watson's just a cosplayer trying to pretend to be Ben Hopkins. It's just really not going anywhere. Tyler Watson, though, you picked the wrong time to show up in NXT, man. Because Ben Hopkins just gave Mason Chronic, a verbal beatdown, pretty much. And it was the greatest thing we've ever heard, since finding out Aussie Andy, his plane got delayed and everything about that. But, Tyler, you're about to die, kid. You're doomed. You can go ahead and do your stupid little pose all you want, but Mason's going to eat you for breakfast, and it's dinner time.
Well, Tyler Watson has been vocal in his own way off the record. He said that NXT has been relevant since he joined the roster. Obviously, he has not been watching NXT, but hopefully he's been watching Mason Chronic tape. Oh, look at this. Not the way you want to open up a match here with Mason Chronic.
Mason just looked back at the crowd like, is this guy serious?
He's shaking his head at him here. And here comes, oh my God, Tyler Watson here, running into trouble early.
Oh, right onto his knees. I thought it would have been better to hit the mat. I was hoping he wasn't, but yeah, just land. Tyler freaking Watson, meet Mason effing Chronic.
I thought maybe he's going to throw him over the top rope there. What a close Chronic.
Yeah, his jaw's somewhere over in the wings now, over in the nosebleeds.
I said Tyler Watson said that NXT has become more relevant since he showed up, but the only thing relevant here tonight is that boot and that chop to the chest he just received. Chronic is, like you said, eating him for lunch right now, or dinner, however you want to size it up. Backing him into the corner. Wait, look at this. Whipping him. Oh no, he tries to go up and over. Oh!
Right into the bread basket, knocking the last bit of wind out of him. Look at the height. Look at the height here.
Pressing him high up into the air, and then there's that first gut buster right into the knees.
And think about this. Dallas Chandler knocked this guy out. And Mason Chronic's capable of doing this. How many freaks of nature does NXT have?
Look at that.
Look at that kick.
When Watson nearly got kicked all the way back across the ocean there to the UK. Oh no, Chronic now with the full mount position here, just trying to finish him off.
God, it's like a bear mauling like a helpless child. Look at the way Watson just covering his face.
Watson here getting a rude awakening to the NXT. Oh, he caught the leg there on that kick. Oh!
Well, that's the first bit of offense he's had so far.
That's one way to take the much larger Mason Chronic down here, and he's going to go right to work trying to take those legs out from underneath. Oh! Snapping the hamstring there with that.
I guess he's been realizing that Mason's been hitting him with his legs most of the time. If he takes out the legs like he is right now, look at those repeated elbow drops. If he keeps doing this, maybe he can keep Chronic grounded long enough for 3 seconds. I doubt it, but it's a good enough try.
Yeah, he's going to have to figure out something here. Oh, that's not going to work. I don't think getting into a fist fight with Mason Chronic's going to work. Oh, rocking with that uppercut there.
I would like to see someone punch Mason Chronic and then have their jaw not broken enough to tell me about it.
Oh, tried to charge it again and just a big overhand. Oh my God, he's got it by the throat.
Oh man. Oh, you're about to die. Oh, he didn't even choke slam him. He just uppercutted the hell out of him. I swore you seen his fist on the other side of his back.
See there. Oh, it doesn't work on the arm now.
And these are barely budging Chronic.
Drop kick and Chronic is still standing.
Oh, this does not bode well for young Master Watson.
Watson there with another shot to the leg. Let's go. Oh, goes to the arm again. Oh, he's just trying to find a way to put a dent in the armor of Mason Chronic at this point. That chop up, the uppercut there, not taking him down like the first one did. And Chronic coming back again with another big punch.
See, Chronic's face is getting getting progressively red. I don't know if that's with anger or if that's just from the blows he's taking to the face.
Oh, knee lift there to the midsection. Watson here. Oh, sit-out jawbreaker, and Chronic goes down.
But for how long is Chronic going to stay down?
So Watson, oh no. Oh, that is not what you want to do.
Oh, you just signed your own death warrant, kid. I'm glad I'm all the way over here, so I don't have to be in the way of the carnage that's going to come towards you.
That was a very defiant move. I'm surprised the referee didn't throw this one out to save Watson. So if Chronic gets back to his feet, this thing is going to get ugly, and wow, we're gonna lose our PG rating here, folks. I can say that much.
I'm surprised we didn't already. The minute Mason Chronic opened his mouth, or got his hands on Twitter.
I'm being told that Ben Hopkins has been appealing for some of Chronic's recent tweets to be evaluated by Twitter admins, but we'll have an update on that as Tyler Watson just rubbing it in the face here that he's got Chronic down in the corner. Oh no, he's stomping on him.
Oh man, just stomps right to the solar plexus, to the stomach area. And I don't know if that's really gonna keep Chronic down for too long, but right now he's doing a damn good job of doing so. He needs just to stop doing this whole gloating thing every time he hits him, though. Because that's going to end up biting him. Jawbreaker once again.
And I hope for his sake that the Ben Hopkins is taking notes here, because that's definitely not going to win a match one-on-one against Mason Chronic. So you got to keep that in mind here. Watson going back to work on an arm again here. I don't know if he's finding more success in the arms or the legs, but that seems like it's slowing down Chronic, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, indeed, and Mason Chronic now, he hasn't gotten up off the ground yet. Tyler Watson doing everything he can, take out the arms, the legs, any area of Mason Chronic to keep him down, but I think he's just going to make him more and more angry.
No!
Oh, like I said, it's like the Incredible Hulk. It's the Incredible Chronic.
And Watson here, he's just got to know that Mason Chronic has got a huge size differential over him. Oh my God, what is he? Oh, ramming him. No way. No way.
Giving him a hug.
No!
Oh, never mind.
Just
never mind.
If you take a look again at just some of this just massive offense, the potential of Mason Chronic here to do bodily harm with just about anything he inflicts. This huge punch to the body there.
And he punched him so hard he elevated off the ground.
And look at
now
this.
Look at this.
This is from across the other side, almost post to post here.
Good Lord, the air time that Tyler Watson got on there makes most roller coasters look embarrassing.
And look, Chronic not even going for a cover here. Oh, he's stalking them again.
Dragging him just like a carcass. Oh, knee right to the jaw. Oh, boy. Oh, man, just stop it already. He's already dead.
And they're just cross-facing him here with these forearms.
This is not even a Master Mason anymore. This is a message to Ben Hopkins. It's exactly what it is.
Well, we've seen Chronic, no surprise, put away Gabe Inzane in record time. But we also seen what he did to Anthony Adams. Close friend of Anthony Adams, Walter Scott, said he's never seen Anthony Adams manhandled like that. But, Watson connected with a couple of these high leg drop kicks. Got to keep this offense going. Oh, double legs him here. Now he's dropping some fist of his own. Again, I don't know if that's going to do damage or if Mason Chronic's just going to be more angered by that. Look, he's taunting him again.
He's telling him to get up. I don't think that's a great idea. I don't think you want Mason to stand up. or just don't.
Here we go again.
Oh, chop right to the back, just hitting the lungs from the back and onto the shoulder blades.
Wait a second. Oh, caught him with another jawbreaker. Tyler Watson. Wait a second. Redemption cutter.
Oh, that's it. No way. Upset here. Chronic's down. Wait a minute. There's two. This could be a Tyler Watson. Oh, yeah. I got my hopes up. No, Tyler. You don't do. No. Oh, kid.
The match is not over, and he's raising his hand like he's got a victory here over Mason Chronic. Mason Chronic's standing up, eating these punches, and he's still on his feet after the redemption cutter. Wait. Watson. Maybe Chronic hasn't fully recovered. He's got him trapped in the ropes now.
Amazing. Just all those shots right to the face, all right to the chest. He's trying to do everything. He's gone from the limbs now to the torso. And I think he's going to try to hit him with another redemption cutter here.
Oh, nope. Mason caught that. Oh, no. Oh my God. No.
Oh, my God. Those hands are as big as Tyler Watson's head.
It's sizing him up in the turnbuckle. Oh, not again. More airtime here for Tyler Watson tonight. He's flying more than John Blackos was earlier.
Oh my God, what a Beal throw. Just sending him almost all the way across the ring. Another post-to-post. Well, Tyler, you went for something and it didn't work.
Chronic here. Oh, takes him down. Oh, just more insult to injury here with these shots. Wait, Tyler Watson's up to his... What the hell? He's up to his feet.
What are you doing? He's doing something.
Oh, no. Oh. Chronic cutting him off there at the pass with the 2 clotheslines and then a Luthaz of his own.
You see him screaming primally into his face as he was just barraging him?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Spiking him off the mat there with a one-handed slam.
It's like a man playing with children. Good Lord.
And you can see the difference here in these strikes. Chronic really taking Watson down with each one. Oh,
he's just like running into a brick wall.
You just have to wonder, again, what is Tyler Watson? He's hitting with his best shot in that redemption cutter. What more can he throw at Mason Chronic here? As he gets thrown by a leg.
He's just using every part of him now. It's like he's playing a video game with a really bad physics engine, just killing the man. Watson able to avoid that. But for how long can he avoid the strikes of Mason?
Oh, wait, here we go. Snapmare into his drop kick.
Ooh, right into the ear.
Oh, Chronic here getting out of the way, going to the apron here. It's not a very safe spot to be, though. Watson, I think, he's trying to recover, realizes he maybe has the big man stunned for a moment. Oh, my God, he's hanging him on the top rope. Wait, oh!
Oh, my gosh. Huge DDT there. Oh, this could be it. Mason's down again. Oh.
Maybe a
barely.
Yeah, I was like maybe a 1.5 even. Watson. Oh, his shoulders locked on the way up.
Mason Chronic is just getting up from everything. Oh God, no! More of those blows. More of those. Look at the way he's just bare elbows right across the temple.
He's like almost trying to opening him up here. This is not the welcoming party that you wanted for your debut on NXT, but when it rains, it pours, and Tyler Watson is being drenched here. Up over the head a second time, and another one of those gut busters.
Oh Lord, and that's a good like 10+ feet overhead, dropping down on straight knees. Mason Chronic, and that's all muscle. I barely see any type of body fat on Mason Chronic. He's not the type of person I'd want to be in the ring with.
Oh, another one of those forearms, and we've seen him do this before. Going up to that second rope here. Watson is in a bad spot on the outside of the ring. Oh my God!
Oh God, this Mason Chronic's a freak, I tell you. Oh man, that's it. Yeah, game over. Game over. Just put him away.
Oh, there it is.
Finish this off. Oh, there he goes. That cross face.
Nowhere to go. He's got him cut off here in the middle of the ring. Watson's trying to crawl, but there's nowhere to go from this position. Nowhere to go, and he's forced to tap out.
Could barely budge. You've seen him trying with all of his might, trying to budge the body of Mason Chronic, but it's just about dead weight once he locks that cross face.
We've only seen Anthony Adams successfully escape from it, but that's because Anthony Adams is twice the size of Tyler Watson, and he was even exasperated after the fact. There was that redemption cutter. Watson trying to put him away there, but after that, it was just all Mason Chronic. Even after this big elevated DDT there from the top rope, using it as a spin his feet.
And Watson, try as he might, he just became another victim to Mason Chronic here in ECW-NXT. Watson, you can go about and talk about how this show wasn't relevant before you came in, but you definitely made an impression in the ring. You made an impression on the mat of your body. It's gonna forever be there as a sign saying that if you get in the ring with Mason Chronic, you're gonna be fitting in that little impression in the mat.
Well, there's no hard feelings in losing to the cyber bully, but sometimes you just get dealt the wrong hand. Tyler Watson will have to rebound from this. Mason Chronic ready to get his revenge on Ben Hopkins here in NXT, but he's going to continue to run through whoever's up next. But folks, up next is our main event. Anthony Adams, the infamous one. Eric Silva, the Outlaw, former #1 contender for the NXT Championship versus the new #1 contender. Guys, this one is going to be a must-see affair. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, you can guarantee that the infamous one, the Outlaw, one-on-one. Matt Black's definitely going to be watching this one, and it's just going to be great to see what can Eric Silva do against a monster like Anthony Adams.
I think we might see a little bit of the same thing we saw in the last match, but Eric Silva, to his credit, is very resilient. Maybe the most resilient person in NXT we've seen since Dick Nicholas. This guy has heart for days. He does not quit. And I think we're going to see that here. And then we're go back to hear what we saw earlier, this tweet from Bobby Mitchell. Is Bobby Mitchell here tonight? We've heard murmurs that he's backstage, but we have not seen him yet. And you got to think if he's got anything up his sleeve, he's going to try to cost Eric Silva here, following the scoreboard being.
Oh yes, indeed. You know, Bobby Mitchell, obviously he wants that rubber match. He wants Eric Silva, despite whatever outcome happens at Money in the Bank 3 NXT Championship or not. It'll be definitely something to see, and it's just going to be incredible. And you know, everyone, not just the champion's going to be watching this, not just Bobby. Everyone's got to keep their eye on this match, because right now Eric Silva is on that road, and I see him. Like I said, this is his year, 2018, his year to possibly become NXT champion.
Yeah, man, in such short time has become a breakout athlete here in NXT. Eric Silva looking to do big things at Money in the Bank, the biggest opportunity of his life on a night that is symbolic with big opportunities here.
Oh, hey, Bobby, wait. Whoa, hang on a second. What are you doing walking around backstage in your ring gear tonight? You know, it's one thing that you're here, but let's clear the air on this real quick. You know, I tried reaching out to you. I seen your new Twitter business that's been going on, and I don't know, you didn't respond to the text message, voicemails, your phone seemed like it was just turned off for a couple of days. I get it. You're upset about what happened last week on NXT. You hatched a plan that was commended by your peers, and it failed, and now you're not at Money in the Bank. You're not going to be at Money in the Bank. And your good buddy Eric Silva is not only main eventing here tonight on NXT, but he's also getting the shot at Matt Black that you thought you were going to get at Money in the Bank. I get it. You're upset. But Bobby, you're just going to have to be upset a little bit longer and stew on that a little bit longer, because if you would have returned those text messages, you would have returned those phone calls, those voicemails, you'd know that you weren't scheduled here tonight. So Bobby, I'm going to give you one order here tonight, one order of business. You're going to go back to your locker room. You're going to change out of those trunks, put on your street clothes, get in your car, or call your chauffeur, your buddy, or whoever you need to come give you a ride back to the hotel, because you are not in action here tonight. And you can take that to all of your Twitter followers. You can tweet it out. You can hashtag it. Bobby Mitchell has left the building. Have a good night.
Did you hear that? Sending Bobby Mitchell home. And Bobby doesn't look happy about this at all. Not what he was looking for here. Like I said, I think he was planning on getting involved in this main event some way, shape, or form, but not going to happen here tonight.
You see, I don't understand Ryan Paul Jones. I mean, this is ECW. This is the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in time for the main event here. If you've missed it, we've had quite an entertaining night here. Many debuts, but tonight it's not a debut in the main event. It's Anthony Adams, again, the former ECW-NXT #1 contender, the championship there. Man who has a lot of history with Matt Black, taking on a man who will be challenging Matt Black at Money in the Bank 3. Eric Silva and Anthony Adams here, not a smile on his face as he makes his way down to the ring.
Because he's a loser.
You know,
would you smile if you were a loser? I mean, yeah, okay. I'll have to be for granted. He can whip my ass, and I'll take that for that. But come on, if you're pissed off all the time, like because you lose, I mean that makes sense. I mean, so you can't really like wonder why he's all pissed off. I mean, fuck. If I was a loser, I'd fucking be pissed off too. Anyway, Anthony Adams, yeah, he's in action here against Eric Silva, so hopefully he can turn that all around here. I'll give him that. Let's hopefully, but you know, Anthony Adams coming off a loss against Mason Chronic. He's been on a bit of a losing streak. I don't really see any good things for voting here against the #1 contender for the ECW-NXT Championship, Eric Silva. You know, Matt Black definitely going to be watching this. I did say before the break that everybody is going to be keeping their eye on this match, because if Anthony Adams does defeat Eric Silva here, it does put him in contention for the ECW-NXT Championship. Yeah, and I may eat my words.
Yeah,
dude. I think he's going to find out what I said about him now. I probably shouldn't have called him a loser.
He's going to mention here that, you know, these two have teamed up before in a match.
Anyway, Eric Silva's coming out, the outlaw. This man, like I said, this is his year here in NXT, Brian.
Yeah, and, you know, these two have teamed up before. So it's interesting. Do they have mutual respect here? Is this a match, or is there going to be some animosity here as these two are now vying for that contendership in a sense? Eric Silva is a guaranteed contender come Money in the Bank as of last week, but you know, Anthony Adams wants to get back into that contention, as you were saying.
He's gonna kill me, isn't he? Yeah, it could possibly put him back into contention, but Eric Silva, like I said, he's been on a roll. He's the potential dark horse to win the ECW NXT Championship. If he gets a win here over Anthony Adams, it does tell a little bit of a David and Goliath story perhaps, but it could just be another step in the path to the NXT Championship.
Well, this is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Eric Silva here, something he's accustomed to though in NXT. He's been fighting from the bottom since he showed up, and Anthony Adams is already teeing off on him here in the ropes.
Anthony Adams, I give him a lot of crap for having this losing streak as of late, but he is a force to be reckoned with. He is a monster, and the way he just drove that clothesline right into the chest of Eric Silva just proves that point, and just has him in that chicken wing hole. Look at that.
You know, Eric Silva has still got to be feeling the effects from the attack that Bobby Mitchell launched on him last time on NXT here. Eric Silva was nearly escorted out by EMTs before that match ever began. Came back, fought through the pain, fought through the damages done by Bobby Mitchell to earn that #1 contendership. But you're going to think he's not 100% here tonight. And Anthony Adams just raining down these shots on him.
Anthony Adams definitely is showing the intimidating force here on Eric Silva. Silva has yet to show any sign of offense here. Just those punches just raining down, and each of them just heavier and heavier with each strike. And a heel throw just to top it off.
Again, like we've seen in our last match there with Mason Chronic, a man that Anthony Adams experienced himself. And just a similar post-to-post almost throw across the ring there. Yeah, Eric Silva here is not looking good. This is looking almost similar to what we saw with Bobby Mitchell last time. And there's another gut wrench suplex.
Oh man, you know Matt Black's probably watching this and loving this, loving every second. Just seeing Anthony Adams soften Eric Silva up, so to say. But wait a minute,
Silva here with an explosive combination, taking the big man.
He's got him down. He's taking him down. Anthony Adams getting knocked down by the force of that kick, and like a frog splash, barely connecting.
Yeah, he landed across the shoulders. It looks like he hurt himself in the process. Both men are down here early in this match.
Some big shoulders, but it looks like Anthony Adams might have a bit of a shoulder problem with that kinesio tape.
Oh, this is the kick there. Anthony Adams, wait a second. Oh, sweeping the legs.
Beautiful STO there. Cover now. There's 2. 2.5.
He's a little high on the cover. Eric Silva getting back here, trying to fight through some of this offensive. Adams, a couple chops there in the corner. Someone here. Puts the brakes on, sends him back first into the corner. Oh,
there's that fire I like from Eric Silva there that just makes him stick out from everyone else here in NXT. He's got that heart that we haven't seen in quite a while. Someone to stand up to these monsters, so to say, that have been running rampant in NXT. You look at Silva firing up.
Yeah, delivered that running haymaker like shots. Oh, but Anthony Adams. Suplex, maybe go looking for the revolver there, but too early. Anthony Adams is just way too powerful for something like that. Oh my gosh, this is not where you want to be, Silva. Trapped in the rope.
Those knees right to the rib cage. Just trying to knock the wind out and perhaps puncture a lung in the process. Oh my God. It's like throwing a sack of potatoes.
Oh no. No, that's right to the full mount here. Eric Silva is in a very bad way. The referee's going to have to step in and take a look at this. He can barely defend himself from this position.
Those punches is raining down on the head of Silva. Similar to like what we saw with Mason Chronic earlier, just destroying Tyler Watson.
Oh, this is
right hand.
This is not looking good for Eric Silva right here. Is Anthony Adams backing up here and showing off a little bit. He's got him trapped in the corner. Wait a second. Oh!
Silva moving out of the way of that. That could have split him in half.
So Silva here. Oh, connects with a nice high enziguri there, holding on to the ropes.
Silva now, the outlaw on the second rope, waiting for Adams to get back up here. That clothesline from the second rope. He's got him down. He's got the big man reeling. Eric Silva's got to stay on him.
He's using the ropes here to pull himself up. Eric Silva charging it. Oh, gets blocked. What a shot from Anthony Adams.
Right hand to the face. Oh, man.
No!
A second fall away slam. Just throwing the man.
And it looks like Eric Silva's bulked up a little bit since the last time we've seen him here. But, I mean, Anthony Adams is having no issues here. Just imposing his will. Oh, no, he's got him up. Canadian backbreaker here. Oh! Shoulder breaker.
Shoulder breaker. Just trying to do anything to sever the head from the body. That seems to be his game plan here. Eric Silva's going to try to make sure that's not going to happen. Plus more. That stinger splash.
Wait a second. Anthony Adams rolling to the outside here. Silva getting fired up again, looking for something coming off the ropes here. Coming across.
Adams needs to get back in the ring. You could get counted out. Wait a minute. What's Silva doing?
Puts on the brakes here. Wait a second. Oh, Anthony Adams grabs the feet.
Dragging him to the outside. Oh, boy. Well, Silva's not in a place he wants to be right now.
I think Silva was looking to fly, but he got cut off and just dropped on the outside of the ring here. This is not going to bode well here. Oh!
Anthony Adams is a very destructive force. He could use any part of this ring as a weapon if he damn well wanted to, but these two men need to get back in the ring before they get counted out.
Silva here is catching himself reeling on that barricade again. Oh no. This is not looking good for Eric Silva. Oh my Jesus. Right into that barricade. This is up to a 6, almost 7 count here. Referee demanding they get back in the ring now. Anthony Adams is just taking his time here, Christian. He's looking to decimate Eric Silva at this rate. Oh no. Oh no. And now just this is a menacing Anthony Adams. We haven't seen this from Anthony Adams in a long time. Taking apart Eric
He's targeting the knee. Targeting the knee of Eric Silva there.
This almost feels personal between these two. Anthony Adams really taking it to heart that he's no longer the #1 contender here. I think he wanted Matt Black a 3rd time. Oh, shoulder block.
Was that even a shoulder blocker? Did Eric Silva just run right into the chest of Anthony Adams?
Oh, wait a second here. Anthony Adams, he's getting up a little slow here. Look at Eric Silva getting fired up again, though. Shaking off the pain. And what a drop kick.
Coming in with a head of steam, driving the feet right into the jawline of Anthony Adams. And now, that wouldn't be good to turn your back on. on a man like Anthony Adams.
Oh!
And a neck breaker from the top rope.
That's a way to take a big man down right there. Use all that momentum and inertia, but he kicks out with ease somehow.
Anthony Adams is, this man's damn near unstoppable. You saw someone like Mason Chronic take, oh my God.
An explosive, like you throw him into a gut wrench there for that German-like suplex.
Like caught him in midair almost.
Oh.
Anthony Adams is not human.
Look at this, just throwing him again. The referee backing away Anthony Adams now, demanding that he gives him a moment here. Eric Silva might be out of this. He's very hurt here. Damage has been done to the torso, to the midsection here. Anthony Adams finally backing away. Oh no.
And he's calling for the end here, and it damn well might happen. He's gonna harpoon him.
Yeah,
this is all over.
Oh, wait a second. Oh!
Eric Silva's blocking with that, like that back knuckle to the face. Get him right in the sternum.
Oh,
Silva's got to stay on. Neck snap.
Eric Silva here. This is where Eric Silva wants to be. He likes to fly. Seen it from him before. Comfortable from the ring apron with these springboard attacks. Big crossbody, and he hooks the leg.
This could be it. It could be an upset. No. Only a 1 count. I'm not surprised. Eric Silva is going to have to do definitely a lot more than that.
He's calling for the knee here. I still don't think he's going to be able to get Anthony Adams up for that revolver. No. For a knee strike there in the back, but I think he's still feeling the effects of this attack from Anthony Adams. He came short there. You can see the look on Silva's face. He was shocked that crossbody wasn't enough. Oh, test first. Oh, no. Oh!
Jesus. Another suplex. He's just destroying the man right now.
Anthony Adams here is, oh no, he's got him by the arm, pulling almost a lifeless Eric Silva across the ring. Great Jack Silva with one arm. Oh no. Wait a second, there's a torture rack.
What in the hell is he doing?
He's finished people with a torture rack before, but not like this. This is brutal.
He's like choking him at the same time. If he gives up, I wouldn't be surprised here.
Eric
Silva's in no man's land.
Yeah, he's got to fight out of this, and his body's already taking all that damage. The referee really stopped the match a moment ago. Oh, elbows here. Wait a second, he gets free. Eric Silva. Oh, kicks. Wait, elbow, kick again. Oh, the uprising knee connects.
Knee strike to the face. But split Adams open. Look at the blood. There's 2. Oh my Lord.
Eric Silva trying to figure out, that's one of his best shots there, that uprising knee strike. He's hit it like a shining wizard in the past. A series of strikes there.
Oh my God. Those punches didn't even affect the man.
No, locking him there in the turnbuckle for what it's worth. Here, Eric Silva shoots him in the cross. Oh, whoa, he just gets buried there. Anthony Adams, my God.
Another close one.
It's almost like the loss to Mason Chronic has fired him up. We haven't seen this side of him before. Matt Black brought a fire out of him, but this is something else here. Oh, Silva. Oh. The ropes are the only thing holding him up. Wait a second. Oh, another punch.
Running elbow right to the face. Almost hit all the referees down.
Wait a second. Oh!
Oh, man. Silva. Send him over the top.
Look at him. Oh, he caught him. Oh, my God. He caught him.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He did dive there with Anthony Adams. Got him up over the shoulder. Oh, no.
Oh, no, my God. If he drops him on that, it could damn near decapitate him.
He's just carrying him around here, showing how easily he can. Oh, no, the ring steps. Oh.
The face first on the steel steps. Eric Silva could have a broken nose right now.
You see this again. He thought he had Anthony Adams' number there. He countered him with that backdrop, using his own momentum, but he gets caught in midair. Caught in midair, mid-dive. We've seen this kind of streak recently for other men before. Anthony Adams disposing of Eric Silva here using the ring steps.
And Silva hit those steps head first. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have a broken orbital bone, maybe a nose.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe the orbital definitely here. Still fighting back somewhere. Wait a second. Eric Silva sizing him up. He was looking for this earlier. Bicycle knee to the... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Right into the steps. Ribs first.
He's clutching the ribs there, but he's back up to his feet. The ring steps a bit distant. Eric Silva, wait a second. Looking for
beginning his count. Wait a
looking for
minute.
something. Oh no, he caught him
Oh
again.
my God. How the hell is he catching this man still?
These two going back and forth here. This.
Oh my God.
No, we've seen this before.
Oh my God. Powerbomb on the steel steps.
Silva is contorted here. There's no way he's going to get up from this, Christian.
He's writhing in pain.
Anthony Adams back into the ring here. Anthony Adams back. He's calling for it here. He's just going to let me count it out. We're going to take a look at this one more time. See, this is what set it up. The knee right into the ring steps.
Good Lord. Now, how did he still have the strength and wear within to still catch Eric Silva right here into that powerbomb position and walk around with him and then slam him onto the steel steps? Eric Silva.
He's just flopping around here. Oh my, wait a second.
Wait, what the hell? It's Matt Black.
Boo! These two morons in the ring. Boo! This unentertaining match. Please, boo them out of my building. But y'all can rest now, because your NXT champion, your savior, has arrived. And tonight, let's get a couple things straight. You see, last week, Walter, you didn't beat me. Go ahead, say you did, say whatever you want. But the fact is, you didn't beat me. I beat myself. You see, I decided to toy around with you, because if you go back and look, Walter, I was in control throughout that whole match. I toyed around, I made the mistake. I beat me, Walter, not you. But hell, it's not like it matters anyways. I didn't give you the Money in the Bank spot anyways. The fact is, we now know who is NXT. Because at Money in the Bank, I am the only NXT champion defending their title. Let that sink in. Hold on, big fella. You need to take a step back there. You see, here's the thing, Anthony. Your time is up. You failed. Criminals don't win. You're done. Your time being famous is over. It's Eric's turn now, Eric. Speaking of which, buddy, you see this nice shirt I got? This is your shirt. This is your new shirt. Because you are now the first ever Ass Clown. Fans, people in the audience, now when you see Eric, he will be referred to as Ass Clown. Ass Clown, these are your fans. But let's get serious for 1 second here, Eric. You always like to say win. Kid, you're not ready for whenever win is. And win is Money in the Bank. Because the fact is, you're in the big leagues now. And I, for 100%, know you're not ready. So you can sit back there, sit at the back of the line, wait your turn, because win is Money in the Bank. And I make the rules here.
Matt Black, the NXT champion, coming out here and interrupting this match. Anthony Adams has unfinished business with this man.
There's a match going on. Hold on, Anthony, come on, man. There's a match going on right now. And do you really need to lose this one now, too? I mean, you're really going to let Matt Black come out here and distract you? Well, he had no business even coming out here. This is between you and Eric Silva. Matt Black can wait until after Eric Silva beats you to worry about this.
But wait a second.
Silva, he is back up. This kid is freaking tough.
He's back up. Anthony Adams just turned around and he realized what's going on. Oh, my God.
He finally got him. That Meteora from the top.
That was a diving Meteora. He cleared the top rope to connect with that. It's almost like an uprising knee, but to the outside of the ring. And look who it is. Matt Black has made his way ringside here, Christian.
Of course, he's got to get a front row seat to this whole deal, huh?
Eric Silva, though, using the opportunity here to capitalize. It paid off. I don't know if this is Matt Black's plan or not. Whose side is Matt Black on? He's got beef with both of these. Oh!
I don't think he's on anybody's side. He's just up here to see who he's got to worry about the most. Oh, that revolution knee again.
Eric Silva here. Oh, wait, this is where he wants to be. He's on the top, and Anthony Adams is laid out in the ring. He's calling for it here.
Man.
It's the outlaw stomp, and there it is.
Got him right in the center, right in the solar plexus. This could be it. He's got the cover. There's 2 now, and 3. Once again.
A distraction from Matt Black might have saved him here, made it cause a lifeline, but he connects with the outlaw stomp.
And that is quite an upset. Anthony Adams falling to the outlaw, Eric Silva here. And Silva's got more momentum heading into Money in the Bank when he faces Matt Black for the NXT Championship.
Matt Black still here ringside. I wouldn't have my back to Matt Black knowing how he is. He could low blow you. He can hit you with that belt, Silva. You need to turn and keep your eyes on that champion out there. That man is a snake. Where he stands, he is an absolute thief. And Silva here, celebration kidding all Matt Black. Look at this. Just eyeballing this kid. He's got to know that Eric Silva had his number the last time they met in that non-title match on SmackDown. If it hadn't been for Bobby Mitchell getting involved.
I just gotta say, Eric Silva, he can soak in the adoration right now, but he's got to keep his eyes on Matt Black right there. Matt Black, like you said, he is a snake. He's not to be trusted. He's definitely a shifty one, like how he came out and distracted Anthony Adams. He did that on purpose. He did that because he knew Anthony Adams was kicking his ass. And look at this, the stare down between the outlaw and the self-proclaimed king of the world.
But Matt Black mocking Eric Silva. He said, you want to say win. Money in the Bank is win. But Eric Silva's telling him, say win right now. We can do this right. Oh, no!
Oh, my God. Dirty shot. Like I said, he took his eye off him just for a second. And the mind games of Matt Black.
Oh, look at this. Just dropping the belt right in front. Oh, look, Eric Silva. He's got his eyes on the belt. Here's Matt Black just sitting down casually in front of... Oh, no. No. Not again, Matt. Not again. No. Oh!
Silva just got done having a match against Anthony freaking Adams. And you're going to go ahead and do this stuff. What kind of champion are you, Matt? This is disgusting, telling him he's sleeping.
Oh, no. Oh, he's going to try to put him to sleep here. The last right. Oh,
my God.
Eric, I know you're laying there, but don't blink out yet. Listen real close to what I'm about to say. Cause see, when you are NXT champion, when you run this show, you make the rules, you can change the rules, you can break the rules. And you see, you say when, I say it's now. You see, welcome to the big leagues. And you can rest damn sure that I'm about to make you famous. Cause I just said when.
There you have it, folks. An unfortunate end here to the night on NXT. For Christian Edwards, this is Brian Cole, Matt Black sending a message to the #1 contender, Eric Silva. We'll have to follow up on this next time, folks, here on the ECW Network. Thank you for joining us again here. We'll catch you next time back for more El Dorado Championship Wrestling action.